ladies and gentlemen, your host for this morning, the Senior Coordinator of Strategic Partnerships, Jeanette Crowley.
Well, good morning, and thank you for being here at the 42nd Annual Outstanding School Volunteer of the Year Awards program. It's one of my favorite events of the year, and I'm so excited to see all of you. On behalf of Polk County Public Schools, where we put students first, we appreciate the volunteers who have dedicated time and energy to assisting our schools inside and outside of the classroom. It is an honor to recognize these amazing volunteers. Each of you should have received your certificate of appreciation as well as your medal and had the opportunity to have your photo taken this morning. If not, please be sure to do so before you leave. As a thank you, we are delighted to give each volunteer a gift bag courtesy of Mid-Florida Credit Union, Gessler Clinic, Tinsley Family Concessions. We also have a Polk County Public Schools t-shirt featuring the new student-created logo provided by Image Depot Express. In addition, I'd like to thank Lake Region High School culinary team with chefs Brian and Sapp for the breakfast this morning. Please give them a round of applause too. Now, would you please welcome our school board chair, Mr. Lynn Wilson.
Thank you, Jeanette. Welcome, and thank you so much for being here this morning. We can't thank you enough for giving us, and speaking on behalf of the school board and the district, we can't thank you enough for giving us an opportunity to honor you and to thank you for all that you do for our community, for our school district, and for our children. So thank you all so much for being here this morning. And also to family and friends, thank you for your support of our volunteers. So at this time, I would ask you to stand, please. I'd like to start the morning with an invocation, and then please remain standing for our national anthem and Pledge of Allegiance. God in heaven, again, we come to you with thankfulness in our hearts for the many wonderful, wonderful blessings that you have bestowed upon us. We're so very thankful for the opportunity to gather here today with all the rights and privileges and responsibilities represented therein. We're so thankful for our volunteers. We are thankful for their service to our community, to our schools, to our children. We pray that you continue to be with them as they serve our students. We ask your blessings on this food you provided for us this morning, and I offer this prayer in Jesus' name. Amen. And at this time, I think we'll have our national anthem. Presentation of the flag. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Can we please give Bartow Jazz Band another round of applause? And before we move forward, let us welcome all of our school board members. As I stand, please call your name. Lynn Wilson, School Board Chair. Billy Townsend. Lori Cunningham. Hazel Sellers. Sarah Beth Reynolds. Kay Fields. And Tim Harris. Thank you all for your service to Polk County Public Schools. Now please allow me to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Ms. Jacqueline Bird.
Thank you, Jeanette, and good morning to everyone. Don't we have amazing students from culinary to jazz band? And I think you're going to see some more of our students showcase. Let's give all of our students a big round of applause. We know that one of the keys to success is the involvement of volunteers. That is why it is such an honor to celebrate your dedication and commitment to our most precious assets, again, our students. The Outstanding School Volunteer of the Year Award Program has been sustained for over 40 years through the gracious support of our business partners. 5 years ago, we were fortunate enough to have a business partner to join us, and that business partner is Mid-Florida Credit Union. With the support of this program, their support, this program is successful. This marks their second year as our title sponsor, and we sincerely appreciate all of their support in making this event possible for our volunteers today. Would Ryan Rogers, Vice President of Mid-Florida and Area Manager of Mid-Florida Credit Union, please stand, and let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, Ryan, and thank you to Mid-Florida for your dedication to the support of Polk County Public Schools. A volunteer program is only as good as its leadership. Principals play a very crucial role in developing the school's volunteer program by creating an environment that is welcoming and engaging. I would like to ask all the principals this morning to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. It is equally important for principals to have the right staff available to oversee the volunteer program. Volunteer coordinators have to be organized, flexible, and excellent multitaskers in order to successfully manage all of the volunteers throughout the year. If you are a volunteer coordinator, please stand so we can applaud your many contributions. Last, but certainly not least, because I want to make sure everybody gets to stand up. Do we have Fitbits on this morning? All right. Last but certainly not least is the reason that we're here today. Let us celebrate those with genuine hearts for service and the willingness to dedicate their talents, time, and energy to the betterment of our students. Volunteers play a critical role in our school system. and we thank you. If this is your first year volunteering in Polk County Public Schools, would you please stand? Thank you. You may be seated. Now, with those volunteers who have served more than 1 year and less than 10 years, please stand. Thank you. Finally, if you have been volunteering in our school system for more than 10 years, would you please stand? Woo! This is an amazing site of dedication. Thank you to all our volunteers for your continued support. And if I did not get you to stand, we will get you to stand later, so don't worry. Many of our volunteers spend their time reading to our students, and that's going to help us increase our district's goal of improving literacy. This morning, we thought we would have a treat for you and have some of our students read stories to you. Ooh. At this time, we have the pleasure of enjoying a brief performance by the Davenport School of the Arts storytellers. As a side note, these students also embody the spirit of volunteerism. They perform at various community events, spent their winter and spring breaks performing for the elderly. Please welcome to the stage the Davenport School of the Arts storytellers.
Good morning. My name is Robert Mosenberg, one of the drama teachers over at Davenport School of the Arts. These are three of our youngest members of our storytelling team. The team goes from kindergarten all the way up through 8th grade. We also had the pleasure this year of performing at the Cracker Storytelling Festival, and we were on the very first day of winter break. We performed for different community centers, and we made Christmas cards and sang songs to all the residents. And then on the first day of spring break, we did the same as well. So we are very proud of these three who were just some of the storytellers who practiced every Saturday coming into school to practice their stories and rehearse and get tweaked a little bit as in their performances. And we even had a volunteer who designed the t-shirts that they're wearing. On the back, Anna, turn around for a second so they can see. On the back it says, "Once upon a time, there was a story." And that was created by one of our parent volunteers as well. So we have our first grader. We'll go first, and then our second grader, and then we'll finish with our third grader.
Hi, my name is Anna Rose Westfall. I'm in first grade, and I'm going to be telling the story Cordelia. Cordelia could fly along with the breeze. What seemed impossible, she did with ease. The deeper her courage and confidence grew, the higher she went, the higher she flew. From the top of her head to the tips of her toes, the more she believed, the more that she rose. Cordelia could fly, she always just knew. This faith in herself was how it was true. When she trusted her heart and trusted it whole, she could sing with the birds, songs filling her soul. From up overhead, the earth sparkled and gleamed, a world filled with friends, with magic and dreams. Up in the sky, she would make the moon smile, dance with the stars, and laugh all the while. Cordelia's world was vivid, colored and bright. Joy filled her days. Beauty filled her nights. Her happiness was endless. Her delight only grew until the day others doubted she flew. They didn't see her sing and play. They didn't see her fly. No one would believe her. They didn't even try. She used lots of ways, as many as she could find, to explain what was possible, but no one changed their mind. No one seemed to listen. No one seemed to care. When Cordelia explained how she flew in the air, they said that she was silly. They said that she was wrong. They made Cordelia doubt who'd she been all along. As their words filled her head, her heart began to sink. Does who you are depend on what other people think? So Cordelia stopped doing the thing that she loved, the thing that made her happy, that made her who she was. She didn't fly and sing with the birds in the trees. No twirling, spinning, smiling, no gliding on the breeze. She didn't wish good morning to the whale in the salty air, as the sun warmed her skin and the wind blew her hair. Cordelia began to walk in an ordinary way, like everybody else, on an ordinary day. As the days passed, Cordelia stayed on the ground. Life became gray. There was no color. There was no sound. She missed the stars and the moon. She missed the bird's sweet song. She missed the mighty whale. Everything was wrong. As she thought about her friends, her sadness became anger. She was mad at herself for letting other people change her. Who was anyone to say if she could or couldn't fly? What was or wasn't possible if they didn't even try? So with confidence and strength, Cordelia began anew. She was the girl who could fly, and she knew that this was true. As Cordelia ran along, a feeling began to start. It was a soothing of her soul, a healing in her heart. She remembered who she was and that she loved to fly. As the doubts of others fell away, she rose into the sky. Cordelia began to fly again, to sing and play and soar, because what others thought didn't matter anymore. She remembered who she was. She knew just who she was, knew who she could be. And this belief in herself set Cordelia free. Just because another can't see this world like you doesn't make things impossible or mean they are not true. The end.
Hi, my name is Alina. I'm in 2nd grade, and today I'm going to tell the story, The Paperback Princess. Elizabeth was a beautiful princess. She had many expensive princess clothes. She was going to marry a prince named Ronald. Unfortunately, a dragon smashed her castle and burned all her princess clothes with his fiery breath and carried off Prince Ronald. Elizabeth decided to chase the dragon. She looked everywhere for something to wear, but the only thing that she could find that was not burnt was a paper bag. Elizabeth put on the paper bag and followed the dragon. It was easy to follow him because he left a trail of burnt forests and horse bones. Elizabeth came to a big door with a huge knocker. She grabbed hold of the knocker and banged on the door. The dragon stuck his nose out and said, "Well, a princess. I love to eat princesses, but I've already eaten a whole castle today. I'm a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." The dragon slammed the door so fast that Elizabeth almost got her nose caught. Elizabeth banged on the door again. The dragon stuck his nose out and said, "Go away. I love to eat princesses, but I've already eaten a whole castle today. Come back tomorrow." "Wait," shouted Elizabeth. "Is it true that you're the smartest and fiercest dragon in the whole world?" "Why, yes," said the dragon. Elizabeth asked, "Is it true that you can burn up 10 forests with your fiery breath? Why, yes, said the dragon. And he burnt up he used up so much fire that he burnt up 50 forests. Fantastic, said Elizabeth. This time, the dragon used up so much fire that he burnt up 100 forests. This time, when the dragon used his fire, he didn't even have enough to cook any meatballs. Then Elizabeth asked, Dragon, is it true that you can fly around the world in just 10 seconds? Why, yes, the dragon, and he flew around the world in just 10 seconds. When he got back, he was very tired. Then Elizabeth said, Magnificent, do it again. This time, the dragon was so tired that he went around the world in just 20 seconds. When he got back, he fell down and went straight to sleep. Elizabeth whispered, Hey, dragon, but the dragon did not answer. Elizabeth shouted, Hey, dragon! But the dragon did not move. Elizabeth stepped over the dragon. She opened the door to the cave, and there was Prince Ronald. Prince Ronald looked at her and said, Elizabeth, you are a mess. You smell like ashes. Your hair's all tangled up. You're wearing a dirty old paper bag. Ronald, said Elizabeth, your hair's neat. Your clothes are neat. You look like a real prince, but you are a bum. So, they didn't get married after all. The end.
Hi, my name is Brianna, and I'm in 3rd grade, and I'll be telling you the story, I Am a Donkey. One day, a talking donkey met a talking yam. Yes, a yam. And the donkey said, I am a donkey. What did you say? I am a donkey? The proper way to say it is, I am a donkey. You was a donkey too? You was a funny looking donkey. No, I am a yam. You are the one who said, I am a donkey. So, you was a donkey too? You just said so. So let's hear your hee-haw, donkey. No. You are a donkey. I am a yam. You was a yam. I am confused because I know I heard you say, I am a donkey. Don't say yam, it's am. Am. Okay. So what you was saying is that you was a donkey, right? No, I am not a donkey. And it's not you is. It's you are. You are. You sure you was a donkey? 'Cause that's not like any hee-haw I've ever heard. I am not a donkey. I am a yam. I am confused. First, you say I am a donkey. Then, you say I am a yam. Hee-haw, yam, a ding-dong. Whatever you is silly. I have never said I am in my entire life. Hee-haw. You just did. So what is you then? Oh, good grief. It's not what is you. It's what are you? What are you? What are you? What are you? Is that your hee-haw? You was the weirdest donkey. Listen, donkey, I am a yam. It's not I am, it's I am. And you are a donkey. It's not you is, it's you are. Huh? Let's me explain, donkey. Look here. I am, you are, he is, she is, they are, we are. Is you trying to tell me that I am not the only donkey here? That you and all the other critters are donkeys too? I need to get my eyes checked. Oh, for Pete's sake. Look, I am a yam. You are a donkey. He is a carrot. She is a turnip. They are green beans, except for you. We are not critters. We're vegetables. Oh, you is lunch. Chomp, chomp. Moral, if you was going to get eaten, good grandma don't matter. Hee-haw. Where's that silly donkey at? I am going to miss him. The end.
They are so cute. Thank you, Davenport School of the Arts, for your excellent performance. We have such talented students, so it's so awesome to see them up here doing that. Now I'd like to share a few fun facts about Polk County Public Schools volunteer program with you. Our public schools have the best volunteers in the state. We currently have almost 4,000 volunteers actively serving as mentors, tutors, chaperones, and extra hands wherever needed. These volunteers include current or former students, parents, retired teachers, and engaged citizens from all over Polk County and beyond. With your assistance, you have made it easier for our educators and staff to provide a high-quality education for our students. This school year, our volunteers have contributed over 179,000 hours to Polk County Public Schools. Yeah. That is an amazing accomplishment and definitely deserves a round of applause. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And our caliber of volunteers is so impressive that for a second year in a row, our Polk County Public Schools volunteer has been recognized at the state level. We are excited to announce that this year's Florida Department of Education Volunteer of the Year is Ms. Val Walsh. Yay. We are so very happy and proud of her and extremely grateful for her contributions she has made to our school district. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Val Walsh to the stage to receive her award from the Florida Department of Education.
Good morning. Jeanette asked me if I would say a few words about volunteering today, and I told her I would do that. So my volunteer journey started, as much of yours probably did in this room, volunteering as your room mom or dad, PTA involvement, faculty celebrations when our children were very little. Well, I have 4 children, and there's 12 years in between 1 and 4, so I was in this phase for a long, long time. As my children got older and entered into high school, it became clear to me that my true service was just beginning. I joined the School Advisory Council initially to get a feel for the school and learned very quickly about the successes, needs, problems, and challenges. I soon chaired this committee and still serve in that capacity today, some 17 years later. And I might add that my youngest child to graduate from that school was in 2011, and that was Auburndale High School. Through this committee, I was able to help secure funding for a $20 million campus renovation, and I wanted to mention that none of my 3 children who attended this high school benefited from that experience. The time volunteering earned me a voice and awareness of many challenges, but allowed me great opportunity to collaborate with school administrators to effect change. I have also spent many years as a substitute teacher within Polk County, which offered me a unique perspective to the challenges that most schools in our district face. I accepted a long-term substitute position a few years ago, and I was shocked and saddened by the behavior challenges I witnessed daily. Collaborating with the principal and assistant principal and expressing my frustration, SHINE, a mentoring program, was created. My idea was to utilize our local high school students to serve as mentors for the elementary students. While attending a mentoring certification training a few years earlier, I was inspired by a team of Kathleen High School students who were involved in a peer-to-peer mentoring program within their school. I suggested this idea to the elementary school administration and then consulted with the high school principal to gain support. We worked an entire summer, meeting weekly to brainstorm our ideas, goals, and hopes for the SHINE program. SHINE is an acronym that stands for Student Hounds Inspiring Needed Encouragement. The emphasis of the mentoring program was not to be a tutoring resource, but rather a social and emotional resource for the mentees of the elementary school. Our hope in utilizing the high school students was to create an intrinsic reward within their service to the program, teaching basic responsibilities through their commitment and establish the importance of giving back. While our youngest child has just finished her first year of college, I am thankful to Caldwell Elementary School, Auburndale High School, and Harrison School for the Arts for allowing me to continue to serve through volunteering. I am grateful to have been chosen as the Polk County Volunteer of the Year and very humbled to receive the recognition by the Department of Education as a state finalist. I would like to thank each of this year's volunteers represented here today for your service. Continue to volunteer and share your time and talents. There is much to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Walsh, for your love of Polk County Public Schools. It's certainly an honor to work with you and have you as a supporter, so we appreciate it. It is now time to announce the winners of the 2018 Outstanding Volunteer of the Year Awards. Each year, winners are selected to represent the district as the Outstanding Volunteers of the Year in the categories of youth, adult, and senior at the elementary and secondary levels. There will be 6 winners announced this morning, and each honoree will receive a trophy and tickets to Legoland, Florida. Ryan Rogers, Senior Vice President and West Polk Regional Manager of Mid-Florida Credit Union, will announce our winners, beginning with the elementary level. Ryan, can you and the superintendent please join me on stage?
Good morning. I'm honored to be here this morning celebrating Polk County Public School volunteers. On behalf of Mid-Florida Credit Union, I'd like to thank each volunteer again for their service to their schools. There's no doubt in my mind that your dedication is making a difference in our students every day. When I call your name, please come forward, joined by your principal, and enter the stage to my right. At this time, it is my pleasure to announce the elementary level honoree for the youth category. This honoree has served as a volunteer for 3.5 years. A friendly, positive, and efficient young lady, this volunteer unpacked and stamped books to ensure each teacher received their library set. She assisted students with sight words and accelerated reader goals. As a result, 15 kindergarten students participated in an accelerated reader program during the first 9 weeks, and 70% of the students are progressing toward mastery of their sight words. The 2018 Outstanding Youth Volunteer of the Year from Highland City Elementary is Alicia Filius. Our next elementary award winner is from the adult category. The Outstanding Adult Volunteer of the Year at the elementary level has spent 11 years volunteering in Polk County Public Schools. The volunteer is described at her school as the cream of the crop. As the school's PTO treasurer, this volunteer's attention to detail and expertise in managing funds has made it possible for the PTO to generously supply technology and other needed items in the school. Whether she's making copies, decorating bulletin boards, chaperoning field trips, or helping with class celebrations, teachers know they can count on this volunteer. Please welcome our Outstanding Adult Volunteer of the Year from Chain of Lakes Elementary, Debbie Benjamin. Our final honoree at the elementary level is the Outstanding Senior Volunteer of the Year. This volunteer has 32 years of dedicated service. She updates students' work folders, grades papers, sharpens mountains of pencils. She supports, encourages, and inquires about students and accelerated reader testing. Some of her favorite quotes from students are, "Is she coming in today? When is she coming back?" She does such nice things for us. The Outstanding Senior Volunteer of the Year award from Philip O'Brien Elementary is Melody Herndon. Congratulations again to Alicia, Debbie, and Melody, our elementary level winners. Thanks to each of you for your compassionate, dedicated support to some of Polk County's youngest and most impressionable students. We now move to the secondary level. Our first honoree is at our secondary level is the Outstanding Youth Volunteer of the Year. This volunteer has given 2 years of service. Some days she will organize and supply delivery, and other days she's cataloging books in the media center. Because of her drive for success, this volunteer eagerly approaches projects and opportunities. She has established herself as a respected volunteer, capable and willing to go above and beyond. The 2018 Youth Volunteer of the Year at the secondary level from Shelley S. Boone Middle is Yamalith Loyola. Next, we award the Adult Volunteer of the Year at the secondary level. This volunteer has given more than 10 years of service. She arrives at 7 a.m. to assist the program instructors on any tasks needed before the beginning of the school day. She is quick to notice tasks needing to be accomplished and often takes charge to get them done. Because of her involvement, the faculty is able to provide rigorous, relevant training for a continually challenging workforce. The 2018 Adult Volunteer of the Year at the secondary level from Travis Technical Center is Brenda Searles. Now it is time for the sixth and final award this morning, the Outstanding Senior Volunteer of the Year at the secondary level. This volunteer is a lifelong educator. He continues to assist with student achievement, even in retirement. On any given day, this volunteer can be seen mentoring young men and women, helping them to develop into responsible adults. He works with students to prepare for FFA competitions, including parliamentary procedures. Outside of preparing for competitions, this volunteer helps the agricultural department by working in the school's land lab. Our Outstanding Senior Volunteer of the Year from Fort Meade Middle School is Alfie Benjamin Spate.
Congratulations again to our secondary levels. We appreciate everything all of our volunteers do. Thank you to each of you for providing guidance and support to Polk County's most important resource, our students. I would also like to offer one last thank you to all of our school volunteers. Your continued service is vital to our schools and makes such a difference in the lives of our students. Please, let's give all of our volunteers a round of applause. All of the photos taken this morning will be available in an online photo gallery in the coming weeks. Please see your program on the back to a link to where you can find the photos. Thank you again to Ryan Rogers from Mid-Florida Credit Union, which makes our event possible. Thank you so much, Ryan. We appreciate your continued support. Volunteers, please remember to take your certificate and gift bag home with you. At this time, I'd like for all of our school board members, volunteer award winners, and their principals to join me and the superintendent on stage. Please drive carefully, and thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you all.